Hi everybody, Brent Jones, New Home Source Realty. How are you? I'm going to do a quick video. I've been doing these Facebook Lives, and believe it or not, people are actually watching them. I can't believe it. People outside of my family are actually watching them. So we're going to talk about that, but I want to talk about what makes me different as a realtor and how it would benefit you. So just real quickly, before we get into it, click notifications, follow me, like this video, and leave a comment. I'm doing these amateurish, poor lighting, poor sound, dog barking, wife walking in the middle of a Facebook Live, pizza being delivered, all the rest of that kind of stuff. But people are actually watching, and I want to appreciate it. I want to tell you I appreciate it. When I do a Facebook Live, I actually have a company that promotes it for me, and they send me reports. And they sent me a report yesterday, and it said that my Facebook Live videos, they've reached 266,515 people, and that 34,402 videos have actually been watched. I don't even know 34,000 people. That's what it says. Now, could they be lying to me? It's possible. I've been lied to before. I'm a big boy. I understand how it works. But anyway, those are the numbers they're telling me. So even if that is remotely close to being accurate, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's actually sat through these amateurish, poor lighting, poor sound Facebook Lives. But I try to be informative, I try to be lighthearted, and I try to be helpful. So I'm not going to get into, I want to talk about buyers and sellers, but I don't want to get into the ABCs of buying a house because I've done a video on that. I don't want to get into the ABCs of selling your house because I've done that as well. But I would kind of like to talk to buyers and sellers and what makes me different from your average realtor as far as how I might be able to help you either buy a house or sell a house. So if you're a buyer, here's really what you want, whether you know it or not. What you really want is better selection with priority access to exclusive opportunities. What does that mean? Better selection, priority access to exclusive opportunities. Better selection. Would you like an alternative to the MLS? Are you frustrated yet that before you can even get out to see the house, it's already got 15 offers? Are you frustrated that when you go see the house, you have to wait outside in the front yard because there's already a realtor inside and two others waiting to get in before you? It's just silly nonsense. That is the nature of the market that we're in. But there's alternatives to that. And I've talked about it before. Dream Home Finder. If there's an exact area that you want to be in, tell me, and I will spend my money to go find unlisted houses. Now again, these are not pocket listings. We're not prioritizing or giving some people access to houses and not letting other people have access. That's not the case. These houses are not listed. These are pre-listed houses. I will go. I have various different databases and companies that I use to seek out owners in different areas. And I will contact them. I will reach out to them and see if they are thinking about possibly selling their house. And if the answer is yes, then I will get us a private showing of their house. It'll just be us and the seller. Or it'll just be us initially and see if you like the house, and then we'll talk to the seller and see if they would consider selling. How would you like to have that kind of selection? Houses that are not currently listed, priority access to them, exclusive opportunities. How about that? We're back. Magically, we went off and now we're back. I love Facebook Live. Anyway, I've got several buyers. There are specific subdivisions they want. They don't want Weatherford. They want a particular part. They want an exact subdivision. They don't want Frisco. They want an exact subdivision. They know where they want to be, and they're willing to wait it out. So I will market exactly into the subdivision that you want and see if we can drum up any interest, see if there's any sellers that would contemplate selling their house. They would sell their house because we're going to pay them every bit that they would get. So if houses are selling for 102% in that subdivision, we're going to offer them 102%. We're not asking for a discount. But the advantage to them is they would make every nickel that they would make if they listed it, but they're not going to have 100 strangers traipsing through their house. So they get the best of both worlds. Now, you would need to be a RWA buyer, which is ready, willing, and able. We need to be sure you're ready to go. We got a pre-approval letter on you. You've got the funds necessary. If we find the house, you are ready to rock. So anyway, so that's kind of a unique way that I can help Buyers. Let me tell you about sellers. Sellers, what you want is superior marketing, and let me explain that real briefly. If you have a house that's in the $250,000, $400,000 range, your house is going to sell. We don't have to do prioritize superior marketing on that. But not every house fits into that peg. If you have a really more upscale, more higher price type home, we're getting kind of into the rare air. Your house is in the 7, 8, 900,000, 7-figure type properties. Buyers for your house, as you know, you can't just swing a stick and hit 5 of those buyers. We're getting more up into the rare air. And in order to sell that house, your house, we need to use some target marketing. Let me tell you about target marketing. What we would do with target marketing is we would take the features of your house and we would match it up with somebody's family situation. So this is their family, and the family would be based on what's the age of the family, how old are mom and dad, how old are the kids, do they have kids, what's the family's interests, what's the family's income, yes or no, can they qualify for a home in your price range, what is the profession of mom and dad, one or the other or both, do they have pets? So let's take what their family situation is and let's match that up against features of your house. For instance, you have a master bedroom on the first floor, okay? That would be number one, privacy, and I can assure you that's mom and dad would much prefer that over anything else. But it's privacy to have the master bedroom on the first floor. But guess what? You reach an age where mom and dad, you're tired, you're done climbing stairs, whether it's your hip or your back or your knee or your ankle or whatever. You want the master bedroom to be down. You don't want to have to go upstairs every time you're going to go to bed. So your age would factor into that. One story, same thing. You're done climbing stairs. In your life, you're going to reach 2 milestones. Number 1, you're done climbing stairs. Number 2, you're done cutting grass. The problem with cutting grass is it keeps growing back. Same thing with stairs. You're done. You've reached a point in your life where you're done. You want the master bedroom down. You would prefer a 1-story, especially if it's mom and dad, and you're not even going to use the second story, but yet you're paying for that and you're air conditioning it, et cetera, et cetera. So 1 story. That factors into the age. Kids would be the next one. Yes or no, do you have kids? So what kind of school district is your house in? That would relate to whether or not the family has kids. How many bedrooms does it have? If they've got kids, they're going to need 4 bedrooms, 5 bedrooms. So how many bedrooms does your house have? That relates to whether or not your potential buyer's family has kids. What's around the house? Is it around water? Is it around the golf course? Is it around nature trails? Do you have a swimming pool? Is it around parks? Is it close to a big church? That would entail their interests. What kind of interests a family has. Income, if you have, I'm just going to make the math really simple. If you have a $500,000 house, and really we're talking about houses that are much more than that, take the price of your home and divide it by 3. That's the minimal amount of income that this family's going to have to bring in order to afford your house. So we could market your house, $700,000, $800,000, $900,000, $1 million house, whatever it is, we could market your house to people that have the income that could afford such a house, okay? What about if your house has, excuse me, German Shepherd hair probably. What if your house has, in addition to bedrooms, it also has an office? Okay, so that would relate to what kind of profession they have now. You know, with COVID and all that, everybody's working from home nowadays, but it didn't used to be that way. But now, even post-COVID, people are more and more and more going to be working from home. So they need 4 bedrooms, but they need an office too. They don't want one of the 4 bedrooms to have to be used for the office. So yes or no, does your house have an office? If it does, that relates to and pertains to what kind of profession the potential buyers would have. Is your house, say for instance, close to an airport? So if they work for an airline or they work for the airport or they have a job where they have to travel a lot, excuse me, being close to the airport would have to do with their profession. How about, do you have a fenced backyard? Do they have pets? So all of this relates to their family makeup, age, kids, interests, income, profession, pets. We take those family features and that family makeup, and we match that with the features of your home. And again, I spend my money to go find potential buyers and market to potential buyers. Your house has all these features. This is what the family's makeup is. I think we've got a marriage made in heaven. Another thing would be, is your house, if I could find people that are boat owners, is your house close to a lake? Don't you see how that would be a perfect match? What about wine collectors? If I found people that were really into wine, besides my wife, but wine collectors, in your house has a wine cellar. Do you see how that would be a perfect match? What if you have a 5 or 6 car garage? I could find classic car owners. See how we're matching up the features of your house with the makeup, the family makeup, and the interests of that family. So we've got buyers with Dream Home Finder. Well, I'll go find you a specific house in the exact area that you want, off market, pre-market, and then we've got my target marketing program as well, where I can find buyers with their family makeup and what's really important to them, and match that to the features of your house. So anyway, to all those that have been watching, I appreciate it very much. I feel like a D-list celebrity. I used to be on the radio years and years ago, but that's another story for another day. But anyway, anything I can do to be of help, feel free to reach out to me, buyer, seller. I've been doing this in the North Texas area for 30 years, and I am more than happy to help. Brent Jones, New Home Source Realty, 214-649-4528. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.